In this HubNotes, I'm driving a van. You may have seen on the main channel I did a road test video of this Vauxhall Movano, just to show what it's capable of. But what I didn't explain in that video, because it didn't seem relevant to that video, is why I am driving it. The reason is quite simple. We had to get a bed from IKEA. IKEA wouldn't deliver it to us, so we had to drive to Cardiff to collect it ourselves. There is only one car on the fleet that stood any chance of taking the 8-foot bed sections, and that was the Fiat Multipla, and the clutch is utterly toast on that thing. The master cylinder just is not working, so didn't fancy trying to drive it to Cardiff, so had to hire a van, which also enabled us to do a bit of decluttering at home. I've got a bit more storage, so I took a bit of stuff out of the unit as well, and more importantly out the back of Vauxhall, because we're still hoping to send Vauxhall away for some work. I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but an agreement is in place for that to happen at some point. I've got to get her MOT because I think it'll be easier to drive her up there. I don't think there's any work she needs that will prevent her getting an MOT, so we'll do that, and then we can look forward to an improved Vauxhall at some point in 2022. So yeah, we're really looking forward to that. I would love to do the work myself on Vauxhall, but really tinkering time. I mean, this is proving it. We did the Cardiff trip yesterday. Today I've been moving stuff around, and I'm now taking the van back. Tinkering time just evaporates so quickly. You know, we're desperate to get the Charade back on the road, but we've done that first day of tinkering, and everything you saw in that first Charade video took place in certainly no more than an hour and a half. We didn't have much time to play with it, which is why I guess not very much happened. We just took some parts off the top of the engine. Trying to make all this happen and run a happy family life, get the balance right, very, very difficult. It's also merchandise time, of course. I'm wearing my blue t-shirt at the moment. Oh, here comes the children's school bus. Not that they're on it yet, still in school, but it's on its way to collect them. Yeah, I'm wearing the blue merchandise. I'm wearing the Tools t-shirt at the moment. Also got Tuck shirts and Doom shirts, very limited number of Doom shirts in blue. So we've finally moved away from black. So the store has been keeping us really busy as well. We're probably doing a couple of hours of store every morning before we even leave the house. So it's amazing how quickly a day disappears. And when you're working on cars, filming it slows you down, so 10 minutes work becomes half an hour, and so on and so forth. So it's going to be slow going on the Daihatsu, but we are desperate to get that thing back on the road again. I've got a bit of tinkering time tomorrow, so I'll be up the unit, but unfortunately what I'll be doing is putting a new wing on Ellie the 2CV, because her wing blew off in Storm Arwen. So there'll be a video coming on that soon. I've got one more to come on the Great British Car Journey Museum, because I had another walk around, because I hadn't been there. Now they've actually opened and everything, so that should be quite interesting. But yeah, just there aren't enough hours in the day at the moment, and the IKEA project is because a certain hublet, he needs a transformed bedroom. He's starting to outgrow everything that he'd already got, so we're doing all that. It's keeping us very, very busy. Obviously this is all fairly new to me, having skipped a few years of child life and jumping in when they were 10 and 12. So yeah, I'm finding it's still quite hard work even at that age, but lovely. Life is absolutely lovely. I have no complaints at all, but I can't be as, I guess, time selfish as I was. Back when I was working on Tuck, for instance, I had an awful lot of time because we didn't have children, so life was very, very different. I could really dedicate myself to that project, and I'll be tinkering. Oh, there goes the door alarm again. I'll be tinkering every night with that car, and that just isn't an option at the moment. Having the car further away from home rather than just walking down to it doesn't help, of course, because the beauty of the Invacar project is I was editing magazines at the time, so it get to the stage oh, I've had enough of doing this magazine editing, so I'll step out to the garage and do some tinkering for a bit, and then it'd be like, oh, I've had enough of tinkering, so I'll go back and do some magazine editing. I was always very flexible with my time, so I'd often be editing a magazine 9 o'clock on a Sunday night, just because that suited me. I worked when I was in the mood for that. So yeah, life is very different, but we will get some tinkering done, and I need to dedicate myself to it a bit more as well. But like I say, it's different. There's not just me in my life anymore, so yeah, and it's obviously a very busy time of year, Christmas and everything starting to build up. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this van. As you saw on the main channel, it's actually quite joyous to drive, so it's been an interesting experience. But that's why it was, because we just needed to move stuff about, and you know, just having something this big that you can throw an exercise bike and 3 bass guitars and loads of other stuff in, yeah, it makes life so much easier. So I don't think you'll necessarily notice a difference at the unit. Some stuff has gone mostly off the roof of the Sana and out the back of Vauxhall, but certainly at home we're going to feel the benefit of being one of those families that is paying money every month to store rubbish that should frankly be thrown away. But we all do it, don't we? It's the great struggle of needing to get rid of stuff, but selling stuff's a load of hassle, and you don't want to just chuck it in landfill because that seems wasteful. So us Brits are absolutely brilliant at hoarding, and that's our solution. We just hire a box and chuck all our stuff into it. We're not even halfway full yet, so there's a lot more stuff can go in there. I do plan to have a bit more of a clear out at the unit, but I really need to get the cars out the way to help with that. So maybe we want to get Foxanne back on the road. She can help me with that moving of stuff around. But we're starting to near the garage where I'm returning this car and returning to my Ford AU Fairmont very happily, I will say. I do like that car. So I better end this little vlog there. But yeah, me in a van.